news-wise. Kyle Shanahan was not the coach of the year. He wasn't even close. It was Mike Vrabel was the coach of the year, and then Liam Cohn was in the running, and Mike McDonald was in the running. Ben Johnson was in the running. All these guys finished with more votes than Kyle Shanahan, and a lot of people felt it was a travesty. I think Mike Vrabel deserved the award. I think Kyle Shanahan did a good job coaching this year, but he wasn't the coach of the year. At one point, I felt like he was, but looking back, I don't think he was. Let's really examine what he did. He brought back Robert Saleh, who brought Brant Boyer and Eddie Pinheiro with him. All that stuff was great. Kyle gets credit for that. How he reconstructed his coaching staff, he gets total credit for that. And I feel like coaches should get more credit for that. Not just play calling, but how they structure their staff and their organization. But just what he did as an offensive coach, didn't really like his offense this year. Is that fair to say? Is it too soon? I mean, what he did this year was essentially spam Christian McCaffrey. Give him the ball as much as possible. Let's run Christian McCaffrey into the ground. And by the end, I mean, he really was not a factor at all in that last playoff game against the Seahawks. He got a stinger right away. If they somehow won that game, which they never were going to, would he have been able to do anything in the NFC Championship game? And I think a big reason he wasn't able to do anything in that playoff game against the Seahawks is because they'd already given him 8 million touches. Is that genius work right there? Like, our offense this year is going to be to give the ball to Christian McCaffrey 40% of the time. That's genius. I'm sorry. I don't think he deserved it. I think he gave the ball to his best player as much as possible, which I understand. It's what his dad did with Terrell Davis. It's just that Christian isn't that guy anymore. 2 years ago, giving the ball to Christian McCaffrey as much as possible would lead to the number one offense in the league. Now it's like a mediocre offense. He's not good at breaking tackles. If he does break a tackle, he doesn't get a lot of yards after contact. He's not big or fast. That's the guy you ran your whole offense through. And it was your choice. He didn't ask that. He's just trying to be a good professional and earn his contract after sitting out the year before because the substation. I mean, Mike Vrabel took over a team that won 4 games and led him to the number 1 seed. Like, that's a layup. Of course he's going to win, though. It was his first year coaching. The team was a 4-win. Of course he's going to win the award. You're going to give it to Kyle because his players got hurt? I mean, how do we know he's not responsible? I love that people always give him the credit, like, he overcame all those injuries. How do we know it's not his fault? It's his training staff. It's his practice schedule. It's his players. I mean, he's picking them. It's his offense that's old as hell. He's not responsible for the substation, though. I got to give him that. That's on Jed 100%. But no, it was one of his best years as a coach. It might have been his best year as a coach. It wasn't as good as Mike McDonald, Ben Johnson, Vrabel, or Liam Cohn. Liam Cohn beat him at Levi's with Purdy on the field and got Robert Saleh a crack after the game. And before the game with the sign stealing thing. So I don't think he got snubbed. And, better luck next year. Dave Barclay says this team should have never been Eddie's team. Yeah, it does not belong to them. I agree. Travioso says minus the shenanigans is Mac Jones in the Super Bowl in place of Drake May. I don't know what that means, minus the shenanigans. Like, if he got to play for Mike Vrabel and Josh McDaniels, would he be would the Patriots be in the Super Bowl? I don't know. That would have been interesting to see.